Today we will take the first chapter of our book Flamingo. The name of the chapter is The Last Lesson by Alfonso Daudet. The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War led by Bismarck, where Prussia defeated France and the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine passed into the Prussian hands. Prussia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland and parts of Austria. So let's begin with the theme of this chapter. So we have themes and sub-themes for this chapter. The most important theme of this chapter is linguistic chauvinism, or we can say language and identity. That how we consider our language, our food, our culture superior than the others, and it's somewhere not wrong also, because we all feel proud on our language and culture, and how language becomes the part of our identity. Next is the culture erasure, because when Germans overtook French and they took the liberty of speaking French language from the French people, so they wanted to propagate their own culture in the mainstream of the society, in the life of people over there. Then another sub-theme is coming, the value of education, that how important education is for us at contemporary time also, and whether it is in the story or in the past time. So the delivery, that the teaching learning process should plays a very vital role in the life of a teacher as well as in the life of the student. Then the sub-theme is also coming of regret, that how the French people were regretting to know that now French will be no more taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. So now we will begin and see about the major and the minor characters of this story. So the major characters, we have a little Franz. He was a school-going boy, and M. Hamel. M is not the first name, but M means in French Monsieur Hamel. So let's see one by one the character sketch of these a little bit, and then about the minor characters were Hauser and Gaucher also. So let's begin. What sort of a boy Franz was? Franz was a very sensitive and innocent boy. He blames himself for ignoring his lessons and for procrastinating the things. He was very much worried about the orders given by the Germans and how they took over the things in France. He loves nature very much, because on his way to school, he always wanted to go to the Saar river. He wants to listen the chirping of the birds, brimming of the river, and he wants to enjoy in the meadows. He loves sunshine and bird watching and chasing butterflies also. But he was very much aware about his duties as a student, and when he came to know that it was the last lesson of French, he wanted to learn more and more with more and more concentration this language. And he was very much scared with his teacher about being scolded in the class. He was keen observant also. He observed notices everywhere, especially on the bulletin board on his way to school, and he was a quick observer of the changes in the surrounding. He also observed how M. Hamel's efforts change and his nature changes on the last very day. Similarly, M. Hamel, 40 years of his life he has spent in teaching French at this place. He was a very sincere and dedicated French teacher. He was very passionate about French language, and he considered French as the most beautiful, logical and the clearest language of the world. He feels very proud of his language. He also feels that language is the key to a person's sense of freedom, that until and unless we are united, we put efforts for our own language. So it is a key for keep us free from the clutches of brutalities. Then he is proud of being a Frenchman. He was very much upset and distressed when he came to know that now French will be no more taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, and there will be another language instead of. He was a hard taskmaster, disciplinarian, and he emphasizes on the proper learning of the subject. He sometimes scared his students also. Then the other characters, minor characters are Hauser and Watcher. They have a small role in the story. We will come to know afterwards. Now the story begins when little Franz was running towards the school. He saw the crowd swarming like the bees near the bulletin board. In the city of Alsace and Lorraine, this bulletin board has become the symbol and a source of all the bad news. So he was feeling strange. Now what was it that will change their life? So one day a notice came from Berlin informing that French would no longer be used in classrooms. All classes would now be taught in German. Mr. M. Hamel taught his class that this was his last day of teaching. Everyone was surprised and sad. Usually in the classrooms only the students used to sit with hustle bustle and quite noisy atmosphere, but on that day it was unusual silence spread in the surrounding in the environment, and the back benches of the classroom were occupied by the former postmaster, by former mayor, and Hauser was the former mayor, and he was carrying with him the old primer. Primer was the introductory or the basic book of grammar like we have in English, so in French. Everyone was very sad and they want to pay a tribute, they want to pay their gratitude to this teacher and to their French language. Now little Franz came to know that why people were surrounded towards the bulletin board, because the news was that from now onwards no more French will be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. This means that M. Hamel, who has spent 40 years of his services in teaching French only, also has to leave. And another important thing is that M. Hamel on that very day dressed himself in completely different way. He was wearing green coat, frilled shirt, little black silk cap, all was embroidered, because this sort of dress he only used to wear on the inspection or the prize distribution days. So he also wants to pay his tribute to the French on the last day. Now suddenly little Franz started thinking positive about M. Hamel, his teacher, because up till now according to him M. Hamel was a strict disciplinarian and a hard task master, but now Franz started showing more respect in regards to M. Hamel, and Hamel was looking so tall to him. Now M. Hamel told the students that they had to study hard and keep their French language alive. He said that if a country keep its language, only then it could never be enslaved by any other country. Franz felt bad that he had not studied harder. He is regretting now, and M. Hamel was also regretting because he was blaming parents and himself for procrastinating the things and sending sometimes the students on a holiday. Whenever M. Hamel has to water his plants or go for fishing, he considered that day as a holiday, and parents too equally were blamed because sometimes they send their children for farms or to fields or to factory to earn little money. After that, M. Hamel had his final lesson in the class. All the students studied diligently and with the utmost efforts. They suddenly understood how important learning was. As the class came to an end, and Hamel's throat choked with emotions. He couldn't speak anything, but only with his gesture he dismissed the class. He was very sad on that day. Before he dismissed the class, he wrote on the blackboard in a very large letters, "Vive la France." That means long live France. And that's here our chapter ends.